What's going on, everybody? This is AJ Batista, and you're listening to the first episode of the Bomcast, joined by my co-hosts Patrick Ochang and Mike Morano. What's going on, guys?
Mike's like looking away at the camera for some reason.
Because when you get
because do a turn and like I introduced himself or some shit.
No, because he said, "What's going on, guys?" And I'm like, I was gonna be like, "Oh, I'm held hostage in Maryland," but
it's so funny because we definitely didn't just talk for 30 minutes before this. But
yeah, we had
we caught up. We caught up. Oh my god, we had a trial.
To be fair, I don't talk to AJ much. I can talk to Mike like once a week at least. I don't hear AJ's voice anymore.
What's wrong with having a nice catch up? We talked about adult things.
I love catch up.
Don't you hate the DMV? It's
just
one of those things.
Yeah. The DMV sucks.
It's the same. So yeah, we have an adult
competitors live show right now. See what's going on. fraud show. Okay, kid.
All right, let's get right into it. The Giants and the Jets suck. They're terrible. I mean, at this point,
the Raiders suck too. Why don't we bring those up? They lost to the Giants.
I'm good. I'm good, man.
You good? Okay.
No, because I get I was more excited that I got to watch the Raiders game like on actual TV because they're playing the football team. So that was more of a win that I got to watch it on beautiful Comcast, which I can't stand, by the way.
Do you really only have Comcast on there?
That's all they offer. That's all this apartment complex offers.
It's because of the building you live in. That's why.
Do you want to hear what Comcast is doing to me?
Sure.
Because it's awful. Velarde said something on Twitter about how Comcast is awful, and I was like, wow, that is very true.
Most people say that.
So I was debating on getting cable. I was like, you know what? I was leaning towards getting cable anyway, because I can't just watch Netflix all day, or I have to have actual TV on.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, but let me just see how much Wi-Fi is. But they bundle it. You can't just get Wi-Fi on its own. They bundle it, and I called them and I asked about that. And I wanted Wi-Fi right away, because when you move in, you don't have Wi-Fi, you can't do anything. And I needed to I started work soon, so I had to start getting Wi-Fi and everything. So I called. That was the first thing I did when I got here, and I had to pick up the cable box myself. Had to drive about an hour for a 5-mile drive to get to Xfinity, and then I set it all up. I did a great job.
There you go.
And then about 2 days later, it wasn't working again.
The cable or Wi-Fi?
Well, the Wi-Fi wasn't working, which led to the cable.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
And so I called, and the geniuses at Comcast say, "Well, have you tried turning it off and turning it back on? Have you tried unplugging it and unplugging it back in?" And I was like, "No, I never thought of that in my life." So it wasn't working. So I was without Wi-Fi for a couple of days, and people had to come in and fix it. And it ended up being like an actual problem, because the wire, the apartment gave you a wire to hook it up with, but that wire has been in the ground for how long, and people are stepping on it all day. So they had to do that. But I was under the impression that it was free. I was under the impression that you just call, they fix it, you pay them on company time. I don't have to pay. Apparently I was wrong, because
not in America.
My cable bill doubled, and it wasn't even for last month. It was for this month. I had this done in October, and they're paying, and they charge me for it now, an extra fee. I had to pay double my cable bill, and they just said one-time fee, one-time charge. They didn't say what it was for.
That's crazy.
For the worst, I'm paying more than the basic cable, and more than the basic cable is still awful. Because if you just paid basic cable, you're getting 5 channels. You're not even getting anything good.
Tell you what, though, Comcast, get the cock for free. Get the cock for free. Yeah, you do. I believe you do.
You do. You have to.
Yeah, you get the cock for free now. Yeah.
I've never heard. They've never said that to me once.
I'm paying
for it.
You probably should update your information.
Yeah.
You're paying Comcast the extra $5 a month if you aren't. Because Comcast owns everything, very low key. They just own a lot of shit.
Comcast and Nestle pretty much own everything. Yeah.
Comcast owns NBC, and they own Universal. So it's like, if you go to Universal, and you're watching Peacock and Universal for some reason, you're giving them a lot of money.
I'm gonna be giving them a hard time about this if I can't get it. Because
are you going to Universal this year?
No, I'm not.
Wow.
No. No, I got a lot of things going on, man. Starting a new job soon. You kidding me?
I'm sorry, brother. It's it's a Morano family trip.
It's a Morano family trip that we're not. No, it's usually in the summer. We just did it last
Florida,
year.
It doesn't fucking matter.
We've only done it in December like twice maybe. We're usually a summer people. No, the last one didn't go well. So
too much butterbeer.
Too much butterbeer. We're not.
You said that Vin Diesel ride?
No, we don't.
There's a Vin Diesel ride.
It's a Fast and Furious
ride. Worst ride ever I've heard.
No, it's awful. It sucks. But I mean, again, like I can't have the same opinion that I once did when I was like 15 because I'm an adult.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't bash a ride anymore because it's made for kids.
Yeah, it's true.
You know,
I mean,
like
no, I think you still can. I think you can still say
if it's bad, you can crap
sucks.
on it. You know.
Yeah, like
a lot of people have said that that one's bad. The Fast and Furious one.
Yeah, but I'm sure a lot of them have kids who their kids were disappointed.
I feel like kids should not be watching Fast and Furious.
Yeah. You know, it's the same thing with like Space Jam. Like I watched Space Jam and I didn't like it, and I was like, well, I don't have an opinion on this anymore.
I think it's two different things. That's a kid movie.
And the amusement park is kind of made, in my opinion, it's made for like kids, you know, the adults. I think it helps like with adults too. I think adults are very welcomed, and this is better than like Disney World or something. But
Disney adults are actually a great fabric of our society.
They're the best. They're the best.
Yeah, they're great. I know one of them actually.
I know quite a few.
No, I was talking about Caroline, but
no, I
kid.
know quite a few, and they're really great. I love them. That's why we wear masks still. When I'm around them, I wear masks still.
No, but I mean, I haven't been to Universal or Disney since I think I was like 15. But I feel like
I've never been there.
I feel like you could have an opinion as an adult of a ride, so especially Fast and the Furious. Because like that, like Pat said, that doesn't seem like a kid's ride. And aren't there like adult attractions?
Yeah, like Harry Potter World.
Yeah.
No, Harry Potter World is not an adult attraction.
It's a young adult book. What do you mean? Harry Potter young adult?
Yeah, it's a young adult book, but like you could say it's made for
the
adults.
Movies are PG-13.
But when you see adults in those capes and wands, I just want to bash my head against everything that I could find. You know,
I've never read a
Harry Potter
reunion.
books.
I haven't read any of the books either, but
I read 4.5 books of Harry Potter, and
I'm sure they're fantastic.
So the movies are good.
Haven't seen any of the movies. Haven't read any of the books.
I watched them all over the summer in Oswego before I broke my TV.
No, I listen. I would get the capes. I would get the wands, but again, then I wouldn't be paying rent for another 2 months. You know,
Mike, are you telling me you don't want to be a registered Hufflepuff or whatever they are?
No, I don't want to take that.
You don't register to be you don't register to be in the houses, AJ. You get chosen by the sorting hat. Like,
you get
the hell is wrong with
sorting hat, which
they
is
put your name in a hat and
they
it goes Gryffindor, and no one's Hufflepuff. I don't think there's anyone in that fucking no. What's the other one? Ravenclaw. That's the one that no one's in. That's in the books, but I guarantee there's like 3 characters maybe in the whole book that are part of it, and they don't talk about them that much. It's kind of useless. It's only like it's Gryffindor and Slytherin. That's really it.
So then, but like, what do they do? What's the point of
it's basically they're just frats.
Oh, okay.
It's just like your team. Whoever's the most points in the year wins. I don't know what the fuck they win, but they win.
Oh, is that where the Quidditch thing comes in?
That's part of it.
The broom game.
It's a whole thing. But okay. They face each other in that too.
Yeah, but all this leads to fucking 4 people from Ohio coming all the way down to Universal and paying $300,000 for a cape and a wand. And some butterbeer.
He should not be named or whatever.
No, and they but the thing is the apartment, not the apartment, the amusement park is set up and where you could swing some of your wands and it looks like you did something, you know, like something may like raise or something may move. And it's like you're paying $70. I am like 90% sure the wands are $70 to $80.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive, I've heard.
You know, and you got the cape, and then you got the glasses, and then you got the stupid fucking line in your head. You know,
lightning bolt.
It's a lightning bolt.
Yeah, even I knew that. It's a lightning bolt.
It's a scar from He Who Shall Not Be Named.
I don't know, but it seems wonderful. It seems like a great time.
Could also design your own lightsaber too. It's Star Wars world or whatever they have down there. You could do that.
No, that's a Disney.
I mean, aren't they together, Disney and Universal? Like, aren't they?
No, they're two different companies. They're near each other. They're two different companies, though.
Oh, I always assumed. I guess because the parks
I just told you, Comcast owns Universal.
Yeah, you're right.
Disney's Disney.
Yeah, Disney's Disney. I just always kind of assumed like because they were near each other in Orlando, they were like had a working relationship or something. I didn't think they were two completely because usually when you say like, oh, I went
competitors.
down. I didn't know. I really didn't know.
They don't like each other.
That makes so much sense. But I really thought like because usually when you say, oh, I'm going to Orlando, like, oh, you go to Disney and Universal, like so that.
Well, yeah, they're right next to each other.
It's Disney. I think it's Disney or Universal. I don't think you go to both. I think you go to one.
No, you go to both. You want to
go to both? You go to SeaWorld too?
No, you don't go to SeaWorld.
There's a SeaWorld in Orlando.
There's SeaWorld in Orlando. There's everything in Orlando.
Yeah, everything's in Orlando.
I watched an hour and a
sucks.
half long video the other day about Disney World. It was like it was actually a waste of my time. But
I haven't gone to Disney World since I was like 12. But like, I don't know. It fades. You know, after a while, you don't go to both. Is what I'm trying to say. Is that after a while, like when you're in your young stage, when you first go to Orlando, you're like in like the experimental phases where you pick one or two, and then after a while, you just go to one. It's like you're in college again. You know, it's like you're in college again. You go to the experimental phase,
trying to discover yourself.
It's like when you're rushing a frat. You go to a couple ones. You go to
you
events.
Discover yourself.
The brothers, you get in, and they don't let you in. And you try to go to sororities, they don't let you in either.
And so you either pick you know one of the two, and if you don't fit in with either of those, you go to SeaWorld. And you just sit by a tank all day
and watch a whale.
Listen, I don't like SeaWorld, but not for the reason that everyone should hate them for, I guess, of like the whole animal cruelty thing. I just think, why are you paying so much to see a whale?
There's dolphins.
Yeah, the seals.
Can we just talk about how we were talking? The question was the Giants and the Jets. We're talking about fucking whales.
SeaWorld.
Yeah, Comcast blows.
Yeah, I got Willing and Owens on my other screen here. AJ, you and Wally are the exact same wood paneling background.
Really?
It's very impressive.
It's a Long Island thing. They only
Long
build
Island
wood.
thing, even though he's in Oswego.
Yeah. I hate the wood walls. That's why I have just like.
How old is your house?
70 years old.
Okay, so that makes sense. It's there.
You know, these wood walls I think got put in like the 70s or something. Like this used to not be a bedroom. This used to be like a hangout area. My bedroom. Yeah, it used to not be like they would never use. I don't know, but I hate the wood walls. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, the original question or the original thing was the Giants and the Jets are awful. Just terrible.
At least we know the Jets were going to suck. Now the problem with the Giants is that
you knew the Giants were going to suck too.
No, we thought we'd be better. They were almost in the playoffs last year. If someone caught a ball, we would have been in the playoffs. People forget that. But the problem with the Giants is not that they suck. It's one thing if you suck, but they are extremely boring to watch.
Yeah, they're not exciting.
Like the Jets put up like 20 points the other day. I was like, oh, look at that. They're putting up some points. The Giants just for a 2-yard pass, 2-yard run, punt. It's like, okay. That's fun.
You think Jake Fromm is going to be a difference maker?
No, Mike Glenn's playing apparently. So clear.
Oh, really?
Mike playing. Yeah. But honestly, it would be nice if Jake Fromm would play, and it's not even for the jokes. Like I think Jake Fromm is an actually good player.
Hmm?
Like I think he's pretty good.
What makes you think that?
He was a 5th rounder out of Georgia, right?
And like
but he also probably could have stayed in Georgia for another year. He left early to go to the draft. So I think,
but he was going to get replaced. I thought it was common knowledge.
By who?
The guy who's starting now, I'm pretty sure.
The
guy who started before this guy.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I just think Fromm is going to be. I think he's going to be pretty good. I mean, you can't get any worse. It's like for the Giants season. What do they have to lose besides just trying out Jake Fromm? They have nothing else to lose.
Yeah, they got nothing. Yeah, that's
the good thing is the Giants also had the Bears pick, and the Bears are falling into a fucking horrible rut here. It's kind of good.
How did they get the Bears pick again?
They traded back so the Bears can trade Fields, draft Fields. So the Bears traded their pick like at 19, and they're this year to trade up to like 11. After the Eagles and Cowboys made the most head-ass trade of all time. Let me tell you, that's never been done again to jump the Giants.
But did you guys see the draft order for this year? The first round, the Giants, Eagles, and the Cowboys, I think, each have.
No, Jets. The Jets. The Jets have 2, then the Giants have 2. But the Eagles don't have 2 anymore. Well, they do, but like Miami and they have 2 picks. But Miami and Philly keep winning. So they're just going to keep pushing their picks back. So it's like 12 and 13 now or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Or it's going to be like
if Miami has a very light schedule ahead of them.
500 by Christmas.
So it really could be 500 by Christmas.
Okay.
They could be 500 on Sunday, actually. I think they're 6-7.
And with Thursday Night Football on today, I just want to say that Thursday Night Football is quite possibly the stupidest thing ever.
It's also every time Thursday Night Football's on, I forget it's
because
it's never an exciting game.
Like we had this, like the conversation we had before that where no one's really gonna hear is that Thursday Night Football I think is like the DMV where they take pride in being awful every day in and day out. There is nothing ever good. I think the DMV, not the DMV, Thursday Night Football has one good game a year that they
Giants,
purposely
set.
No, like one actually good game,
actually
like
good
the Packers
game, yeah.
Cardinals.
Oh yeah, that was Thursday night. Yeah, no, because usually it's just like the shitty division game.
Exactly, but I'm saying
when I think Thursday Night Football, I think Titans Jaguars. That's what I think every year.
But like I think they have one good game, so they could just say, oh, but that one good game that we had, so we're just gonna have awful games or games that don't make sense, like the Vikings Steelers. When does that make sense? I just don't like it.
The Vikings Thursday Night Football. I think it's the extra game that has those random. The Vikings Steelers isn't a bad game. I just don't think Ben could walk. It'd be a pretty good game.
Listen, if it was a Friday night football game,
you can't have that. That's high school. That's high school football, brother.
Sorry, no.
Friday night lights.
NFL is taking over, man, and I want them to be Friday night football instead of Thursday because I think Thursday's awful. Who cares about football on Thursday?
Friday night football could actually be kind of fun. It really,
I think it'd be.
I don't
think they don't do it because like Friday night ratings aren't good, like in anything. But I understand it's football and all, it'll probably be good, but they don't like put it. People
I'm sorry, I just don't think they're making a lot of money off Thursday night football. Besides, Jeff Bezos.
They're making a shit ton of money over Thursday night football. They get Amazon's paying them $1 billion to stream it.
But I'm saying I don't think that deal changes if it's on Friday. That's all I'm saying.
Probably not. It's but still.
So basically,
people are out on Friday nights getting lit, But
it's awful. That's awful to say.
Getting lit.
That is awful.
It's getting awful. How's that awful?
Because it's football season, dude. You're not supposed to do any of that stuff.
It's football's on Sunday. What do you mean?
Okay, but all right. No, we could
Have
joke about this all the time, but I don't see you at the bank a lot.
But that's literally my joke. So you don't have a boy dad hoodie like I do.
I can't wait for the USFL to come back. How about that?
I'm actually very.
There's too many leagues. The XFL coming back. Or what? Like a couple months too, or is it 2023?
2023.
XFL is never coming back.
Yeah,
I don't know the XFL. I just don't.
The Rock keeps dressing like that. I'm not giving him any money. He needs to learn how to dress again.
That 3 different shades of red outfit was one of the most ridiculous. That's what a washed uncle would dress like. Like that is.
He's getting too cocky. That's what that is. Full of himself.
The man would walk out with a Gucci shirt every Monday and Thursday night for like 3 years, and he's dressing like this. And he lost all his drip when he lost his hair, and I don't even think he lost his hair. He just shaved it. You probably still call that ugly ass flat top that he had.
But if he
looked goofy with that, it just worked because it was 2001.
The Rock's whole thing in the late 90s, in the early 2000s, was just wear a ridiculous shirt, raise an eyebrow, and talk about eating pussy. That was it. And that was his whole. That was his
eating
whole
pie.
Yeah, eating pie.
Oh, it worked though. That's the thing.
It worked.
It's the best.
Well, Stone Cold would just show up with flip off people, say "Hell yeah," drink beer. So it wasn't hard.
It wasn't that complex. It really wasn't that complex of an idea.
No, but it
worked.
It was the best thing.
Al was walking around with a head like. It was like yes.
Dude, I love Al Snow. You kidding me?
What does everybody want?
Dude, and Hardy got released now.
Yeah. Well,
what's that all about?
I'm sorry. Can we talk about fucking Kyle Rittenhouse right now? Because I'm sorry. This thing is. I've been looking at this for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He hates LeBron now.
Wait, what'd he say?
The bullet point AJ put in there is he hates LeBron now. Likes thick woman.
Dude, Kyle Rittenhouse thinks he's so fucking cool. He thinks he's so cool.
I killed 3 people. I'm something like I'm basically the white OJ. He's basically the white OJ.
Kyle Rittenhouse fucks. Based off those clips that are going around on Twitter,
we need to get him on the pod.
Fucks.
I don't understand though.
What's his Twitter?
No, I just don't understand though. Like, you probably went through a lot to get him on the podcast, right? I'm assuming it's probably a lot. And then you just ask him the stupidest questions.
Oh man, those interviewers are so cool, man. They're so cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you ask him the worst possible questions. It does nothing to relate. You get an 18-year-old on that has done something, that has taken over everything, right? And you want to probably ask him, what was going through his mind? Does he regret it? Does he, things like that? And you're like thick women, huh? Like thick women, Kyle? So you like, huh?
And did you see his face after he said after he made the joke about how he said, "Oh, people are probably going to attract all these Midwestern stepfathers."
He was waiting to say that.
He was like,
Also, time. I want to know something. He's been out of jail. When did he get acquitted? Like 3? It's been 3 weeks.
Probably about.
He shouldn't have been like out there. I feel like he stepped. I mean, depending where he was, he stepped out anywhere. I feel like he would have got shot on sight.
I know that.
Apparently, he got the MAGA milk walking up to his doorstep.
Yeah. But he should have if he was smart, he should have just tried to fade away and just
no. He's an 18-year-old kid.
Yeah, apparently he's admitted to Arizona State.
Yeah, I saw that, and other students are like petitioning and protesting
it's funny because Arizona
get him
State
kicked
is
out
known
of the
for being
school.
The sluttiest school in America. That's what I've heard.
Big party school.
There's like 50
big party
like 50,000 people there. I would love to see Kai House at a ZBT party at Arizona State. If there's a ZBT there, if you guys, I don't know if there is. I'm just talking shit.
I don't know.
I just want to see him at a frat party. Just like, yeah, so like I shot 3 people. So, it was self-defense though, brother. Can I get a beer? No.
I don't know. I think it's pretty soon to be on a podcast.
It's very soon to be on a podcast.
Yeah,
I think it was a right-wing podcast.
If not ever.
It's not like he showed up on like
Oh yeah, it was on the Blaze Network. That's like a right-wing. Yeah. It was.
Now, here's the thing: if he showed up, I think Alex Jones showed that band. But if he showed up on the Alex Jones show, I wouldn't be shocked. So that would be something.
No, he was on another one. He was on multiple. He was also on that other dude's podcast, the one that does those blank change my mind things.
Oh, Steven Crowder.
I think he was on Crowder's podcast.
He's like the ultra right-wing guy.
Yeah, it's all like the conservative media.
Where's Ben Shapiro? When's Ben Shapiro's turn? I'm here. Kyle Rittenhouse.
A couple of weeks ago, a woman told me I looked like Kyle Rittenhouse.
It's a little bit disrespectful because you did.
That is awful.
It was so nuts. She checked in, she scanned her ID in at the gym, like her membership card, and she just goes, her jaw just basically hit the front desk, and she just goes, "You look like that kid from the TV."
Macaulay Culkin? No.
and I went, "Excuse me, what kid on TV?" And
Mark Henry.
And she goes, "Kyle Rittenhouse." She's like, "You look like Kyle Rittenhouse." And I guess
everyone in the gym's like,
and I guess I made a face and that she could tell nobody's ever told me that before, because she goes, "Oh, you've never been told that?" I was like, "No,
how are you gonna be told that? The dude's been famous for like what, a year?"
I was like, no one's ever told me before. She goes like, "Oh, you really do look like him." She's like, "You're Kyle Rittenhouse." And then she kind of looks over her shoulder and she goes, "He did a good thing. He did a good thing."
Did she really say that?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and she goes,
it's funny how she ends it with like, "You're Kyle Rittenhouse."
And then she goes, as if I didn't know what she was addressing, she goes, "I won't say more, but he did good." As if we all don't know what happened.
What's it called?
I wanted to leave the gym. I couldn't contain myself. It was just such a wild.
Yesterday
Sunday
at work,
at 9 a.m.
This is the funniest thing that's happened being alive. So this guy came up to me. He's like, "Do you have this in a different size?" It happens every day. I take the scanner thing, hit it, tell him no, because that's usually what happens. That's what I was saying when I tell people no, because sometimes it's just like, I don't feel like getting it from the back or whatever. But no, usually it's not there. So put it out there. It's not there. If it's actually there, I will go get it. But I'm happy to not do it. But so he found another one. But he wasn't American. Obviously, most people that shop here aren't American. They're
all right. Well, this took a fantastic.
Yeah, I'm not. Okay, shut up. So I think he was Israeli. All right, because what's
this is going great.
No, this is not gonna be a Jewish joke. He says what he wants to say into his Google Translate app. Now, what he wanted
I've had that before.
Yeah, what he wanted to say is, "Can I try it on?" right? But it translated, and he pulls up, he goes, "Can I taste it?" And I looked at him like, "What?" I'm like, "What? Taste what?" Because he just looked at me now. Can I taste it? And I was like, "No, you can't try it all." I understood what you're trying to say, but I was with my boss, and I was like, "Yo, he just asked me if he could taste it." That's my favorite part of doing it because people want to trying stuff on, and our fitting room's always closed, and it's just like, "Can I try it on?" I'm like, "No." They get so mad. Like, what do I do? What do I do? I'm like, I don't know. Return it if it doesn't fit. Can I try it on here? It's like, yeah, you just can't take your clothes off. And they take their clothes off. I've seen so many people strip down
People
to their
take their clothes off
in the middle of the store. When there's kids
really?
around, it's the European people. They don't give a fuck, bro. They just do it. I'm like, what are you doing? You can't do that. The other day, me and my friend walk out the break room, and someone's just like taking their pants off. We're just like, we just walked away. Like, I was like, I'm not doing this today. So look, one time, a little girl, her mom was forcing her to change in this like little corner. So like this little corner right there, like where my dad's towel and like everything is, and like and it's like in between where the slides are, it's like little space in the wall. The mom stands in front of the daughter as she's trying it on to block her, and everyone can see her in plain sight because you just they're not like hidden or anything. It was just the weirdest thing ever. Like, yo, is she really just blocking her kid right there? Like, it was never that serious, man. God forbid you don't fit the fucking pants. Just return them.
Just return them. Yeah, try them on at home and return them.
Well, because a lot of people are like, "Oh, I don't live around here." I'm like, "Well, that's not my problem."
Oh man,
yesterday some guy was being a real dick to me for no reason. Like, so the way that the thing's set up or line is very stupid. Like, just how the line's set up. So but I was the only person to register, and I thought there's 3 people came up. I thought they were all what's it called? They weren't all together. So I assumed they'd go around. I was like, okay, I'll take you right now, but the line does start over there, just in case someone else came up and rang them up. And the guy's like, "The fuck you want me to do? You want me to walk over to there?" And he like pressed me for like 5 minutes about this. I'm like, checking him out. I'll just sit there like, you can't see my face. I have a mask on. I'm just sitting there, what's this guy's problem? He's like, "Oh, you think it's fucking, I'm gonna walk all the way around? Oh, because you think I was like, what is wrong with you right now?" And then like I gave him the bag. He didn't take it. Someone else came and take it. He said, "Oh yeah, give the bag to the young man, not the old guy." What the fuck is wrong with you? I gave it to you. You just walked away. Certain people are just dicks, man.
That's why, again, you work overnight.
And you know what? Working overnight. It does. That is a benefit to it because you don't get to interact with a lot of the schmucks out there that just living day to day, just vibing. Yeah, you just get to be by yourself.
Can I get a discount? What? You gave me a discount? It's 40% off.
Yeah, because like the only customers I really came in contact with were like people that would come in at 6 a.m. because about from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. would be customers.
People going to Walmart at 6 a.m.
That's what I'm saying. It's awesome. And they have to drive like a ways away. And also I found it very weird that people that I worked with at that Walmart didn't live in South Carolina. They lived in Georgia. They would pass up other Walmarts to work at this one. I don't know what the appeal was, but what I would do is when I was working with other people, when people would come up to me and ask for things, I go, yeah, I'll be right back, and I just wouldn't come back. What are they gonna do?
Yeah,
I just leave.
My favorite thing is when I try to, when I do actually go get something for someone, when I come back, I can't find them. And not to be racist here.
That's even better.
Especially if, okay, I'm not even going to say this.
Please, you've already done enough.
I will say it off camera.
What do you guys think of that infamous French actor, Juicy Smollett? That
I don't know if I
honestly,
that joke anymore.
I haven't even
canceled.
That little rascal. That knucklehead.
I haven't even checked up on it, to be honest with you.
I saw that one thing that was on the tweet that what's it called that I sent. It said that he what was he did something and masturbated with.
He was doing drugs and masturbating. It was weird.
Yeah. And I was like, he what?
Yeah. He was wild. They were friends or whatever. Yeah, like
wait, what does that mean? He was masturbating with them, and they were just sitting around jerking off.
Apparently, it's a celebrity thing to do. I don't know.
I mean, Louis C.K. was like, yes. This guy gets
Louis C.K. does it. They do.
One
it.
of them.
I don't know.
Also, one of them was like befriended him because he wanted help with like his own acting career. It was like, and then eventually they just, I don't know, just they were like, hey, we're gonna beat the shit out of you.
Jump outside of a subway.
Yeah, at 2 a.m. Listen, we're gonna pretend to beat the shit out of you. And
this is gonna work.
Yeah,
then we'll get an empire, right?
It's just such a weird, it's just. I feel like if like he came out, like after everybody started to find out, like, wait a minute, did you like stage this? Did you make this up? And then if he just came out and was like, yeah, you know what? I tried to, it was a stunt gone wrong. My bad, guys. It would have been like not as big of a, like, I don't think it would have
got arrested.
People would have forgotten about it by
because
now.
he filed a false police report.
Oh, I see. But I don't think it would have, right. People would have forgotten about it. There wouldn't have been a trial.
I already forgot.
Empire wouldn't have ended. It ruined the show.
I heard Empire was dead anyway at that point, wasn't it? It's been like 3 years since
it was still on at that point.
I thought it wasn't good anymore. I thought like season 1 peaked the show. Didn't you tell me that? Like season 1 was like the only good season? Or, like,
I only watched season 1.
Oh, okay.
And then season 2, I watched the first couple episodes. It wasn't that good. But my mom watched the whole show and she said, yeah, season 1's really the only good season. It's really
it's like Riverdale.
Yeah.
Is
that show still on?
Yes, it's not good, Asia. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
They had a time jump that didn't jump time. 7 years in the future is 2021. The last season was 2020. Fucking idiots. Archie still thinks he's Batman. Ugh. No, the show makes no sense because it's obviously like based in like 2021, but everything about it screams 1953. Like they show flashbacks of Archie in the war. He looks like he's in World War II. He's like the cone hat with the arrow on top.
Yeah.
They all drive hoopties from the 50s and shit.
Yeah.
Hoopties.
They don't have a fucking single Camry in the show, but they all have iPhones.
Did you guys the Daily News today, on the cover of the Daily News, they're just giving away feet pics for free. The old Jeff and Ghislaine just on the cover of the Daily News.
Oh.
Jeff's feet just out there.
That was the cover story, dude? Why?
I guess they put the pictures out there in the trial. Good old, Jeff and Jizzy. Ghislaine just rubbing.
Is it actually Ghislaine or Ghislaine? Who it is?
I have no idea.
I think it's Tim Dillon calls her Ghislaine, and I think that, or someone calls her that. I don't know. Stuck in my head.
I thought it was like Ghislaine, but I could be very.
I watched that. Did you guys watch that Epstein doc on Netflix?
Yeah,
I did. I loved it.
Deeply disturbing.
What?
No.
Wait a minute.
I liked it. I
loved it.
Absolutely loved it. I know. I enjoyed the. I
enjoyed
the I appreciated the production.
Yeah, it was a very good doc.
It's a weird way to phrase that, but okay.
I understand what he's trying to say.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and say I hated it.
I was pretty disturbed by it.
It was pretty disturbing, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I watched an entirety. What's it called? Like true crime doc on Netflix the other day. It was like 5 episodes. Watched it, or was it 4? I forgot what it was called already. But it was like solving mysteries or some shit, and they just like talk about how people found like crime or something like that. There was this lady, like she admitted to murdering this chick and she had nothing to do with it whatsoever. She just wanted to do it to get her boyfriend arrested, and then like someone else who committed, some other serial killer from like 3 states away did it, and they found out. It was so weird. Yeah, they called the happy face killer.
I haven't gotten heard of crime documentaries.
I've heard of that serial killer before.
Yeah.
The happy face
he
killer.
Wrote notes and they had a happy face on them.
Yeah.
The farthest I ever went was Forensic Files.
No, you gotta watch. There's a lot of one. Fucking Confession Tapes is good. Unsolved Mysteries, that one's really good. There's a shit. I have a lot of them.
Unsolved Mysteries I've watched, but I think it was like sports conspiracy theories.
I just a lot of them just on Netflix.
I have to say, I'm sick of Ted Bundy documentaries. It's enough.
I mean, they didn't even get like another one.
They're coming out with a movie.
They just did that. Remember when we all watched that movie?
Yeah, the Zac Efron one.
Very weird.
They're coming out with another one. It's going to be in theaters next year.
That was weird. Like there was couples there. It was just me and AJ.
Oh yeah, well, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
But they're coming out. It's going to be in theaters next. It's one of the 3 name actors that's going to be like Ted Bundy, like Brian Austin Green or Chad Michael Murray. One of those guys is going to be.
Chad Michael Michaels is going to be in it.
Ted Bundy, American Boogeyman.
That's what it's going to be called.
Yeah,
American
Boogeyman. They're trying too hard. They're trying way too hard.
It already came out, I think.
No.
It is Chad Michael Murray. Yeah. It came out in August. It was on Amazon.
Okay, then not a soul watched that movie because I thought it was coming out.
He's a guy. He's from One Tree Hill.
Yeah.
Never watched One Tree Hill.
I knew it was going to be one of the 3
Look at this shit.
Name actors.
You know, the thing on the bottom of Wikipedia pages that tells you like more information, whatever. This is
Ted Bundy.
Films. Ted Bundy, American Icon. Extremely Wicked, that one with Zac Efron. The
Yeah.
tapes. What does that mean? I don't trust that.
I've gotten very tired of serial killer documentaries.
Me too.
I'm tired of it very quickly.
Because they're getting, it's pretty much the same story. The only one that was kind of cool was the Zodiac killer because they never caught him. And then
they
like,
did.
Didn't they just catch him like recently? Or
they know they finally ID'd him. And then he's been dead for 3 years. Yeah. So he just fully got away with it.
He's just living on a farm in like Idaho or some shit.
Yeah. Speaking of Idaho, we're running out of time here on the Zoom, but it's only 3 minutes left.
Speaking of Idaho,
do you guys remember the documentary about that guy from Idaho who just tormented one family for like 20 years?
Adulting in Plain Sight?
Yeah.
We talked about this.
We watched that.
How
Didn't we
fucking
watch that?
stupid they were.
Yeah. He kidnapped the daughter or whatever, and then he jerked off the father. Or something.
He was like blackmailing the father. I think he kidnapped the daughter twice.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Yeah.
He brought her back,
watched
didn't
that.
get arrested. He did it again. Yeah, it was like sophomore year that we watched it.
But he also did he get the dad to jerk him off or something?
Yeah. That's
he just tormented Mr. B.
And
Mr. Beast,
Mr. B,
Mr. Beast.
And
all right, guys,
Mr. Beast
challenge.
and then in the documentary, these people who had their life just traumatized by this guy for 20 years were talking about like, oh, B, like they still loved him.
They still like
this
guy.
Oh,
They
Mr.
really
B
did.
was great. Oh, B.
This got a lot of award winners.
What, Abducted in Plain Sight?
Yeah, it won 4
Mr.
best
Beast is a
documentary
huge
awards.
YouTuber now.
Forever, it's also known as Forever B. Yeah, this dude really got fucking kidnapped the same person twice. That's truly impressive. At that point,
nuts. That's so nuts, man. Just that poor family got tortured by this.
Find
guy.
that audio if you have it. Me and you're just shitting on it.
I'm sure I have it somewhere. Yeah, I'm for sure.
I remember when that came out, we were all watching it. Shit,
yeah. There was like that, and
I think it's sophomore year.
I think it came out as the same time, like same week as the Zac Efron. I remember watching it.
It was around the same time.
It came around the same time.
It was like a double feature, double whammy kind of thing. Oh man, Mr. B.
I still have yet to watch Tiger King season 2 as well.
I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not watching that. Nobody did.
It's only like 4 episodes.
No, I'll do it.
Like catching up on them.
I'll do it. I'll be the great person who does it.
Man. I really don't use it. I just watch Seinfeld.
Well, now I'm gonna go check if I can get Peacock for free.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should do that. But we got a minute left, so
let me read today's sponsor.
It's Roman.
It's Roman wipes. If you want to have sex for longer than 15 seconds, use Roman wipes. I think that's what it's built for. And if your balls are looking weird, use Manscaped. Use the promo code PAT for 15% on the checkout. Don't actually do that. They're not paying me yet. I refuse to.
All right, guys. Let's wrap this up. Everybody, just plug your Twitter. We got nothing else to plug. That's it. We're out of college.
At not Patrick O'Chang.
Eddie Ryan
Twitters
on Parler.
Yo, I got a text from Parler the other day saying some shit. I was like, I said stop. Yeah, at Patrick O'Chang, Instagram, Twitter. At not Patrick O'Chang. I'm not. It's private, but I have 2 Twitters. For the clout. All
right. At AJ Batista with 2 A's at the end of Batista, excuse me, and we'll see you guys later because we're out.
Don't watch the Wally Owen show.